my debut play, Fucking White Boys. It explores dating whilst black, or more specifically mixed race, in this time Oxford University. You could broadly call it a coming of age or a rom-com, but with massive period drama elements. The leading themes of Fucking White Boys are about fetishization and privilege, preoccupations we have as a society, whether that's about race or class, how that then gets played out in a more sort of innocent sphere like the dating scene. The influences of growing up on Jane Austen and Mr Darcy, and these poetic but very white representations of what courtship and love meant. I think I expected to go to university and find Colin Firth or Hugh Grant, and then when I got there I realised that my race was getting in the way. Seeing how my sort of more girlish romantic ideas of love were then crushed by something so intense really made me reckon with my relationship to my blackness and what whiteness meant for me and the insecurities that brought up. I began writing the play when I had dealings with a man, and one night he said he had a girlfriend, and this had happened to me a couple of times. I'd had dealings with men who treated me as a mistress or a side thing, and I was beginning to suspect that my race might have something to do with it. And then I just asked him, I was like, do you think you have a racial fetish? And he went, I think I do. It was hurtful, but it was also so clarifying to have that honesty, because when you suspect something like that for so many years and you make it so much about yourself, and I'm too much this, I'm too loud, I'm too fat, I'm too whatever, and then somebody finally says this horrible thing which you know to be true, at least you're not going crazy. I don't think a lot of women of colour talk about these experiences because they're attached to a lot of shame. What I wanted to do was create a play that offered a lot of questions. It's a safe space, but it's a really revealing space as well. Racism doesn't always have to be calling somebody the N-word. In fact, sometimes that's the most simple form of easy racism to deal with, because it's like, you stand there and call me that, I hear you say that, we don't get on, we move on. Whereas when it's your friends maybe making assumptions about how they should be around you, or people trying to align themselves to you, trying to get something to satisfy their ego. Fucking White Boys is on from the 10th to the 12th of July at the National Youth Theatre. I really encourage you come. But I also encourage anyone to come who's ever had to navigate an institution, whether that's your school, whether that's a university, whether that's a workplace space. Tickets are available on the National Youth Theatre's website, and they're going quickly. Operate fast.